It's Miss Kia Waters, and you're watching Elite ATL Live. I'm here with one of my friends, one of my people, my indies, my talented friends that I see outside. She's an amazing artist. Her name is Lady Ty.
Hey.
Hey, Lady Ty.
Hey, Waters.
Now, Lady Ty, honey, she got a voice on her. Let me tell you. Tell me what you do, girl, because I'm about to spill the tea.
I'm a female artist. I'm born and raised in New York, Roosevelt, New York, to be exact. And I sing and I rap and
She do.
Yeah, that's my main thing. I'm also getting into like I do the 20 verses, things like that, and trying to get more into the content aspect. But music is my first love.
Mm-hmm. It is, honey. You know, she gives me, when I see her perform, it's giving Lady of Rage.
I love her.
I'm trying to tell you every time I hear your
song. Stuff with my Afro pulse.
Hey, I mean, okay, we telling on ourselves about our age or whatever, but let me tell you something, honey. When she starts rapping, that's what it's giving. It's giving Lady of Rage, honey.
I've heard like Rod Digger, Foxy. Maybe a little bit Kim, but like really like Rage.
Definitely Rage.
And
definitely.
Yeah, I love them. I met Rod Digger at one point. I love her so much.
I know, I liked her too.
I feel like she was like, at that time growing up and watching her, it's like that's who I wanted to sound like. She didn't sound like everybody else. She sounded like her own individual.
Right.
And even Queen Latifah. Like, I love her too. You know what I'm saying? Just like those pioneer rap female, Salt and Pepper. And even down to, you know, the newer generation. But yeah, those women set the tone. Like, it was okay to, you know, you ain't have to talk about all that other stuff. You talk about real life stuff.
And
you know? And that's where I come from, my background.
Okay, I love that. So you idolize them as far as, you know, mapping out your life as far as where you want it to be.
Right.
Do you feel like you met that goal? Because for me, it's given, when I see her on stage, it's given you did.
Yeah, I really feel like I did. Like I said, when I first even thought about like rapping, and I used to watch them and just how they dressed, you know, they wasn't over sexualized, very, you know, very clothes on, you know, and I was like, well, and you know, chocolate women like myself, you know what I mean? So it's just like these women are successful and don't have to show much. Well, I can do that too.
Period.
You know.
Listen, you speak in my language because let me tell you something. Ms. Waters likes to put her clothes on and like to look good in them. Hey.
Now I've had moments now where I'll be like, I just want to show everything.
Okay.
But then
from time to time. But you don't have.
But you don't have to. You know, you can be very, you know, demure with clothes on, and everybody don't have to see what you got. So.
Period. And still look good and still represent your talent effectively.
Yep.
I love that. Okay, so tell me about where you are in your journey in your career.
I feel like I'm at a point where it's starting to come full circle. I feel like all the time and the energy and the hard work and dedication is really coming to the light. And I feel like the people are actually starting to take notice. You know, they might have been like, oh, yeah, I know her. But now they're like, oh, you're Lady Ty. I seen you such and such so-and-so.
Right.
Ain't you that female rapper from New York? And I'll be like, yeah, like, wow. So I feel like, you know, the recognition is really starting to take heed, and I'm very happy in the direction. You know, I want to keep the momentum going, what I got going on. So that's
You're very consistent.
I feel like where I'm at in my life is the pinpoint where it's turning.
I love that for you. And listen, and I can tell you because I've known you about, we're going on 3 years now, girl. Yeah. Okay, time just a lying. But let me tell you something. I've seen you on many stages, honey. You are very consistent. You are very talented. Your networking capabilities and abilities are outstanding. We've built a relationship. I've seen you with other people that are prominent in the industry. You have relationships with them. You are well on your way. I definitely see that for you.
I appreciate that. You know, and it's like I had to break my shell and come out of being shy. I was a very shy person, and I read the room, you know, and I read energy, but it's just like, how they gonna know you if you don't talk to them? So I was just like, you know what, forget that. Hey, I'm Lady Ty. What's your name? Oh, what you do? Okay. Oh, yeah, me too. And then most of the time we click, and then we bond and, you know, build a connection network. So, yeah.
And that's a big thing, you know, as an artist, you can be talented as much as you want, but that social aspect of it, you know, some people are amazing on stage, but one on one,
they cannot.
you know, it's like
talk.
you're a stranger danger. I don't know you, you don't know me. What are we gonna talk about?
Yeah.
But I want to network, but I don't know how to communicate when it comes to speaking with somebody you don't know without an introduction. You're in a room full of 100 people. Where do I start? You know what I'm saying? I totally get that. I was one of those people.
Yeah, you got to break your shell, and that's just for like all people. If you're going to be in the industry, you have to break the shell. And once you talk to them, keep talking to them. And, you know, I used to be like, oh, let me get your number. Oh, and then I never, you probably see me like months when hey, girl, you supposed to call me? I'm like, well, dang, you know, I got my stuff going on. But now it's just like, hey, I'll even check up on you. How you doing?
That's the follow-up for me.
DM you, you know, and try to keep that momentum going, because you never know who you talk to and where they could take you if you don't talk to them.
Lady Top dropping pearls, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. This is real industry stuff. This is stuff you really need to know in order to actually flourish. Because you need people in this industry. Yeah. You can't do it all by yourself. No. And you never know what relationship is going to take you to the next level that you want to go. And then, you know, that level has stair steps. You know, you keep going, you keep going.
Baby steps. You
Baby steps.
Before you can walk. Sometimes you could just skip the walking, but that don't always work.
I mean, it's like, it's rare, you know, so you got to have a hardcore plan, and networking and building relationships is it. So that's the T. That's the T. So you were saying you had a mic drop later on tonight. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm trying to build more content, you know, as far as the social media wise, and just, you know, building my brand, presenting my brand accordingly, so that, you know, more clean cut, you know. Yeah, we can always do it on phones and stuff like that, but I also want to get the actual like look in the editing, and, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm very excited. I got a few mic drops. I am going out of town to a couple of different states. Shout out to Big Cess. We're actually going to Vegas.
Ooh.
She's opening up for like Jada and Trina, so I'll be there. And we got a song that we're doing.
Nice.
And we're going to New York too. So it's just a lot of stuff. I'm trying to take it to the West Coast.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we actually got it set up for our billboard in December. So I'll have the billboard in Times Square. And yeah, I'm so
my God. Tell me about this billboard. What are we promoting?
Well, we have a project that's coming. Well, it's already out. It's called Both Ways. So it's just like situations like relationships, right? You can either work it out, stick it out, or you know, you tried and you don't want to try no more. So it can either go both ways. So shout out to Shea Bars, shout out to Allure. So the video's out now too. So y'all can tap in. That's on all social media platforms.
Okay, check out Both Ways, y'all.
Yeah. So yeah, and then like I said, I'm tapping into the house music. Black Gypsy's out now too, if y'all want to tap into that. And that's with the sample with Crystal Waters.
Oh.
And yeah,
which one?
The la da dee.
Oh, the classic, the Crystal Waters classic. You know, I got like, you relate to Crystal Waters.
I love her.
I love her too.
The crazy thing is, I did a mic drop with Spit University, and I posted and I tagged her, and she liked the song. So I was just like, oh, okay, that was a cosign for me.
I would have posted that.
Yeah, that was
definitely would have screenshotted.
Oh, I got this. But yeah, it was cool. And then Ace Hood DM'd me, and he, you know, mentioned that he saw me and he liked my talent.
Nice.
So it's just like, you know, even the people that before me that was there in the industry, they're taking heed and taking notice, you know. So I'm like, that's a blessing, you know. It could be anybody.
Your talent is undeniable. Like that goes without saying. And as you can see, people are taking notice, like you said, tapping in with you. You're connecting with amazing artists, making music together, and that people want to put out. That come on, it's a big deal.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's people at gas stations right now with their single, their QR code, all that stuff, and people are not taking interest. So it's a big deal that, you know, people are. You said a billboard in Times Square. I don't think we gotta run that back. Okay, that's a big deal now.
Manager, you know, for setting that up. His name is but yeah, he got that. He hit me up today, so I'll be going to New York for that.
Nice.
Just to celebrate, probably get like a bottle or pop it outside.
I mean, you need to.
You know, because it's just like we've been working really hard. And, you know, even starting brand new in Atlanta, you know, I'm from New York, so I didn't know really nobody.
It's different out here.
Yeah, you know, so I started literally from nothing, even down to the Carolinas, because that's where I was at first. I made a plan. I said, hey, I'm gonna go to these places. Let me check out these clubs. Who's here? Where's the promoter? Blah blah blah. And that's how I did it. I probably knew 2 or 3 people out in Atlanta.
Nice.
So that's how I migrated, is to come and, you know, flourish, to know and network with all these people, and these people start to know me now.
Look at that. You see the math? She said she knew 2 people, and they connected to 2 more people, and then she went to that event and met 3 more people, and met 4 more people after that.
Do your research for your move.
Uh-huh.
It'll save you a lot of trouble. But yeah, just, you know, figure out a plan and stick with the plan, and you'll come with an outcome.
You dropping gems today, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, you hear my indie artists. Are y'all listening? Lady Ty is dropping gems. Okay. Yeah. Networking, building relationships to elevate in your career. Okay. Research where you're moving to, especially if it's to Atlanta, so that you can know, you know, who you need to be knowing, who you need to be meeting with, and where you need to be at.
And do your research with the people too. You know, because you got some people that be like, yeah, I did this 10 years. I'm like, what you doing now?
We've all been there.
What you got going on right
now? I don't think I've met one person without a story where they said they had met somebody and got swizzled and bamboozled.
I learned that from you. I
got
so can't really pull the wool over my head like that. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's just artists. Like, you know, you got a lot of people that got a lot of dope talent, and just be mindful who you do it. You know, even down to the networking. Just be mindful. Be
mindful, and don't give without receiving. It should be an even exchange.
Getting the whole detail in full. Where your resume at? What you got going on?
And watch people for a while before you start moving around and aligning yourself and your brand with them. We just listen, indie artists. We is just giving y'all all the tea. I hope y'all taking notes. Run it back. Take notes, okay? Because if you're an independent artist and you're trying to elevate your career, you need to know these tips in order to elevate. Okay, this is coming from Lady Ty. Okay?
Hello.
She's giving you the tea. Hello. She's telling you she came from New York and then she's in Atlanta. She knew 2 people. Okay, now she everywhere. I see her everywhere. Hey, girl, hey. Okay, we at the biggest events in the city.
You ain't never lied.
This one right here.
Hello.
I love this. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, but you know, that comes down to the networking and people that actually deal with you and they want to see you win. You know what I mean? They're gonna put you in the spotlight to be like, okay. And I'm the type, just let me get me in the building. That's all I need. I will talk and move around accordingly. I really feel like sometimes I work better by myself when it comes to stuff like that. You know, I have this conversation with people all the time, and it's just like sometimes, you know, I might bring my friends and stuff like that, but they don't be on the type of networking or the journey that I'm trying to, like, the plan that I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'll take them to the parties, but when it comes to like networking events and mixers, I like to go by myself. That way it gives me to move around the room. I ain't got to babysit my friends or whatever. Or I go with people that's artists like myself that'll come and network, and I ain't got to do all of that. We meet up in a little while over here.
And y'all in alignment with the same plan.
You got to have people that aren't like-minded or it's not going to work.
I love it. Yeah, build your team or the people that you hang out with. Make sure that they're on the same page as you. Okay, that's the only way that you guys are going to be in the same path and alignment when you're going out and doing things. Otherwise, you're shooting in 2 different directions, and you'll wind up doing something they want to do one night, and you're taking away from yourself.
Yep, correct. Yep.
Now, you mentioned the mic drop, and there's so many different opportunities out here for artists, and I know some of them come with price tags, but tell me your experience as an independent artist and how it comes to you when you come into situations where you have opportunities like mic drops and podcasts, and it comes with a tag. You know, what are your moves? How do you move around that? Or what do you do? What do you suggest other people do in those situations if they ain't got it?
If you know how to talk to the right people, you can probably work out a deal. You know, some of them are not expensive, depending on what the situation is. And like I said, if the people see you, they'll reach out to you. They'll work with you. But you got to learn how to talk the business. You know what I mean? You got some of them, you know, range from $50 to $150.
Which is not bad.
Which is really not that bad. But, you know, if some people don't have it, you got a phone. figure out how to get you a mic and make your own daggone mic drop. If that be the case, if you really don't have it.
You're absolutely right. Do it your
pawn
DIY.
shops, you know, you do it on your own. They got pawn shops, you can get equipment, you know what I'm saying? There's other ways around it, you know, especially you have people that are creative with, like, you know.
Like you.
Like filming
and it's the bartering for me. That's the third caveat to it. It's also bartering. You know, you got skills, I got skills. I can't pay your price tag, but maybe I could do this for you and you do this for me.
Bargain.
And we bartering, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's another tip. Oh, we just giving away all the tea today, girl. I'm so excited. This is I love this one. My independent artist. I hope y'all tap in. This is Lady Todd Miss Kia Waters, and we're giving you the tea on how to survive here in Atlanta as an independent artist. And anywhere that you at, we giving you the tips because these tips are transferable, baby. But we definitely telling you how to move around Atlanta.
But yeah, that comes back to the networking. Hey, oh, you do music? All right, cool. Well, you know, I got a good platform. You know, I'll you know, connect with you. We can collaborate, get your views up. If you hey, let me borrow your mic so we could do the mic job. You got a camera? Oh, all right, cool. I know how to shoot, and I can shoot you. You shoot me. And you build that repertoire with people. That way they'll come back to work with you.
What would you say, like, what would be the epitome of your career if you had to paint a picture? What would it look like for you?
The sun, like cloudy, right? And then the sun's like the clouds are separating and the light is shining down. And it's just like, you know, it goes from, because at a point I was in a real bad headspace, just personally, right? So it was affecting my
And we
music.
had talked about some of those things because we was going through it, girl.
We
We survived some things, me and Lady Todd.
Relationship-wise and just financially wise and just, you know, living situation wise and kids and stuff like that. So I feel like I have some type of order and structure. So, you know, rocky, cloudy, shaky, and then now it's opening up to be still and beautiful.
That's beautiful. I love that. It's the stability. It's the alignment.
Peace and
it's the
focus.
peace.
You know,
it's the balance.
You know?
Oh, she said I'm looking good. I'm smelling good.
I'm happy. Losing weight.
Okay, skinny. I love it. I love it. Yes, Lord. What they say, a time is going to come. Your time is going to come.
Just be ready and prepare for it. And I'm ready. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. You know, God He brought me here this far for a reason. You know what I mean? And I'm here to, you know, go on my path that He want me to, you know, go down. And that's it.
And girl, and you are sashaying and swaying, okay? And giving people the music that they didn't even know that they needed.
And that's another thing, right? You know, like I said, as a female artist, I like the genre of music that's kind of out. I like my ratchet. I like, you know, but I'm not that type of person to portray that in my music. I like to talk about real stuff. I like to talk about, you know, yes, having fun, but, you know, also being a woman and you know, living life and going through trials and tribulations. And
it's the real talk for me.
Being broke and, you know, having kids at a young age and the struggle, you know, but at the end of the day, at the end of the road, there is good times. You can, you know, be what you want to be and be great, you know, without having to always twerk and stuff like that. And I did, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, let me tell you something. Miss Waters will drop it like it's hot every now and again. Okay, I will definitely go ahead to the flow and drop it down low, pick it back up. You know, from time to time now, and ain't nothing wrong with it. And the ratchet music is super ratchet, but we will get down and we will enjoy and pop some bottles to it real fast. Right. But you're right, that's not all day, everyday life.
And it's like, to me, sometimes it could be draining mentally. Like, it could be the energy wise, like, because it's all about energy.
Talk about it.
All about waves and sound waves, and you know what I'm saying. And really, like what they say, sometimes the music that we do put out be really depressing, and it kills my brain cells depending on who it is. But that's why I try to step outside the box and be different. And now that I see that I don't have to be like everybody else,
you don't.
I get a totally different reaction that I never thought I would expect.
It's an audience for all types of music. Everybody has the kind of, you know, ear for what they are connecting to on a spiritual level.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And there's an audience for you that is connecting to your words. You know, and it's all about them continuing to hear it. And then that's when you have fans. That's where you have fans. And your fans are, so they're going to be ride or die because only you can provide
what they're looking
for. That spiritual, that real life and your voice and the melody, like you said, it comes down to a very spiritual place. And even the sound waves of your voice, you know, it's why people have their favorite artists and all that. You know, it's about, after a while, their body gets used to hearing those vibrations from their voice. Okay, so yes, the Billboard, okay, both ways, we need to be playing that. Okay, you need to be streaming both ways by Lady Ty and
Allure and Shea Boss.
Okay, yes. And I'm gonna tag them below. Okay, I'm gonna make sure we get them the tagged. Okay, because they're about to have a billboard in Times Square, and you don't want to be sleeping on their release. Okay, because it is going to be something that you are gonna wait and hear. You need to hear Lady Ty. Oh my God, she go hard, honey.
Like
she go hard.
Support me now. Don't support me. Well, support me when I blow up, but support me now before I blow up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Right. Yes, and support her. Period. Okay. Any more gems to drop?
I mean, that's really it. Like I said, be your own cheerleader. You know, nobody's gonna go hard for you like yourself.
Cause ain't nobody say it's easy.
It's not easy.
Cause you gonna have some days where you gonna have to pick yourself
this,
on
I
up.
don't do this no more. You know, if it really is meant for you and it's in your heart and it's in your soul and it's here, just be your own cheerleader. Keep pushing forward. You'll have good, bad days. That's just in life in general, whatever you do. But don't let it get you down too long. You know, that's what I would probably say. And determination is key. It'll get you far. It'll get you far.
How is it balancing, you know, life and being an artist?
Well, my life has always been like that. Just like younger me, my dad is a musician and he's a music teacher. So we would be like, go to school during the day, then go home, change. He had a gig. My mom was working. So I would be with my dad at like his gigs. So we went anywhere from weddings to bar mitzvahs.
Oh my God, it's in her blood.
Yeah. So, you know, I would be like, sleep in the car. We'd get home at like 3, get up. And I used to go travel to school about 45 minutes or an hour to where I was. Because my parents worked in a different district. And they didn't want me going to the school at the time because the school was, you know, it was ghetto. But, yeah, so I've always, it stuck with me with the lifestyle. So I'm able to be like up all day, up all night, probably go on 3 hours of sleep. And it's been like that since I was a kid. Wow. So, you know what I mean? Nothing's really changed. Like I said, it's just the environment and the people. But it's still the same thing as a musician, as an artist. It really hasn't changed for me.
I know that's right. So she used to it, child.
Yeah, I'm used to it. They'd be like, how you able to do that? I'd be like, give me like 2 hours of sleep. And I'd be up like, oh, hey, there's some coffee. I'd be good.
I know that's right.
I'd be straight. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's destined for me. It's always been.
It's destined for
me. Yeah, it's destined. And then, you know, I used to be heavily into like church. I used to sing in the choir and stuff like that because my dad was a pianist and organist. And one day I was talking to the pastor, and she told me that I was a prophet. So I'm supposed to speak. People are supposed to hear me. My father has a commanding voice, and so do I, and that's where I get it from. So I'm able to stand in the front of a crowd of people and talk to them, like, you know, and they can hear me and understand me, you know, and feel it. So I went to this Ethiopian restaurant like too long ago, and I was talking to the lady. She was like, I like the way that you talk. She said your voice is very soothing. She said I could hear you in like bedtime stories or like, you know, voiceovers and stuff like that. So I'm like,
Elaine.
Hello.
Elaine.
But yeah, you know, so it's in me. It will always forever be in me. It's my passion. This is what I'm supposed to do, even if it's not an artist, whether write songs, whether do voiceovers, you know, I'm supposed to be here.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, I love how she just spoke her You know, I usually ask people about their passion and their purpose. She told me I had to ask, okay? This is what Lady Ty is meant to do, okay? She's meant to speak to you. She's meant to rap to you. She's meant to communicate with you on a level that speaks to your spirit, not just your ears, okay?
And bring you joy. Bring you, bring you good times. Bring you stories. I'm a storyteller. I like to tell things if it's not even about me, somebody I know, but just situations that's relatable.
I love that. Y'all have to follow Lady Ty. I told you, if you're sitting in a purple chair, it's somebody who you need to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was Lady Ty. Thanks for coming on the show, Brittany.
You know, you good. Y'all better support Miss Waters. Tap in with her. She out here too. Don't let her.
I'm outside.
She outside. You know. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. Every episode, it's Miss Kia Waters and Lady Ty, and I'll see you next time.
Peace.